This podcast is part of the Frederick Podcast Network. Learn more at listenfrederick.com.
Beers in the Lot is partnered with the Hockey Podcast Network.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Beers in the Lot. Before we get going, let me just remind you about our shop at beersinthelot.com/shop. That's where you can get the t-shirts and other merchandise with Beers in the Lot logos on it. Also, check out beersinthelot.com for anything else you might be curious about this podcast. And be sure to join the Discord at beersinthelot.com/Discord. So for episode 179, the guys and I talked about week 2 of Old Fat Bald Guys Hockey League. We talked about our recent trip out to a concert, and we touched on the Islanders leaving the bench early in their recent game versus the Preds. So here we go. Let's crack the beers. Spitted the cap to fall and hit the table. I'll just drop it. Oh, it was unsatisfying. That's getting cut.
What are you drinking this evening, Aaron?
I am having another Modelo, and I won't apologize for
Repeater.
These are good, and I don't care who knows.
Repeat offender.
I am. Same beer every week for weeks and weeks. That's me. Unlike Riggs, who has a new beer every week most of the time.
Try to.
Try to. He makes very good effort. What do you have tonight?
I have from Attaboy Beer in downtown Frederick, Maryland, a Cheetah Speed West Coast IPA.
Sounds fast.
It might go down fast.
Well, it comes in at 6.5% ABV, so it is drinkable. But no, it smells amazing. Actually had it the week that it came out at Attaboy on draft, which is the best way, fresh right there at the source. It is an excellent beer. Attaboy Brian makes excellent West Coast beers. And Daniel was at a brewery today, so I think he may have something from that brewery. Hopefully.
I do, yes. Weirdly enough.
Attaboy and Daniel at a brewery.
I needed some pod beers, so I went down to Thick and Thin Brewing Company. Nice spot they have out there in Hagerstown, Maryland.
The Patch.
And I have a Halfling Session IPA. I had it while I was there, also on tap, and it was really good. So I took some home.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got tonight, John?
I have a Molson Canadian. Kicking my boots off after this winter weather we're having.
It is winter.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much winter.
It's a winter wonderland out there.
I don't know about Wonderland. It's not. I don't think it's enough snow to be a Wonderland. I mean, up in Bill's Mafia land, yes, but
Yeah, I mean, what do we have? Like half an inch, maybe?
yeah, I don't even think
something
that.
like
Nice dusting.
Enough to make it look pretty, but
Yeah.
not a whole lot to really inconvenient. Like, I think that my work is 2 hours delayed tomorrow. They sent me a note, but whatever. Like it's not really. They could have gotten away with not delaying. Like
Most likely.
it looks pretty out there, but you're not really impeded, driving wise too much.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, hockey practice should still be on. Say that much.
It will be. It will be.
Of that, I am certain. Eric's team will be practicing.
It will be. If the rink's open.
Yeah.
If the rink closes, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee in our, unfortunately, Mid-Atlantic, you get a interesting group of people that live in the area, not just transplants from other areas, northern, southern, etc. But some people that grew up in Maryland their whole life also, you will get people that will 100% go, hey, is practice still on? I just curious.
Oh.
With the salt on the roads.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's coming.
They pre-treated the roads. Are we still having practice?
The team
Yeah, I know.
the team app will explode in the morning. Watch.
Yeah, guaranteed.
It will.
I'm glad no one emailed me or texted me yesterday like, "Hey, we still got games tonight?" Because I would have been like, "We do, you don't." Like I would have just responded that way. But no.
But the good thing is the weather has turned, the temps have turned. Wally Ice Fest, Crestwood Lake should be building ice this week because they're not going to see above freezing temperatures. In fact, they're going to be down in the teens most days for the rest of this week. So should get a good base of ice on Crestwood Lake there where the pond hockey is going to be. So I think we're in good shape going into the tournament here.
2.5-ish weeks. 2 weeks Friday.
When this
right?
comes out, just over 2 weeks. So yeah, we're getting there. I think we're going to be in good shape.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
You love to hear it.
And if not, we'll just spend the weekend in the cabin.
Yep. Either way, we're having a time. One went on last night. I missed the games last night, but how'd you guys do an old fat bald guys hockey league? Riggs and Johnny, you guys are on the same team, right?
Yes.
Yeah? How'd you guys do?
Correct. We did our job. We've won a game. We completed the task.
Spoken like a hawk there. I did my job.
I did my job.
I thought we played really well.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought we possessed the puck most of the game. We were in their end most of the game. I thought we did really well.
Always good.
So, yeah. It was cold. It was cold as hell in the rink, though. Like colder than it was outside.
Weird. That is abnormal.
I got off the ice. I was like, I did not sweat the whole time. Like, my toes were cold in my skates, like frozen cold in my skates.
It's almost like skating on Whitey's Pond.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. You guys, you say that, but I saw a TikTok out of the Zamboni guy's channel on TikTok, and he works at a rink in like South Dakota, I think. And he put up a video today saying that the rink that he works at was 40 degrees in the rink, but outside it was negative 40. So he said that you could get nearly an 80-degree temperature swing just by walking from outside to inside the ice rink where it is warmer.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Got to walk into the ice rink to warm up.
To warm up, right. Don't envy the folks out there in the midst of that Arctic blast. That's some crazy stuff.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous as hell.
It's dangerous,
What did we get like 2 or 3 years ago, or maybe it was longer? What'd they call it?
Oh, the polar vortex?
Oh, polar vortex, yeah.
Yep.
And they made it sound like it was the day after tomorrow, like everything.
Yeah.
I was like laughing. I'm like, all right, so it'll drop to 30. That's okay. Like,
but even last year when we were up at Wally, it was like -5, -8 at night up there. The first
that was
night.
Cold.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was frigid.
Stepping outside of the game room building and to pee, like holy moly.
I don't mind that every once in a while. Like if you had to live that like day in and day out.
No, it's an experience. It's an experience,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Right. Like that's cool.
And yes, I was cold.
Yeah. Aaron had a jacket.
He was finally cold.
And I'm pretty sure it was zipped up.
We had that discussion in Discord, but no, negatives. No, don't mess with negatives. Negatives that's bad news. I think when we were up there last year, though, it wasn't really that windy that night. Like there's like a little breeze, I feel like, but it wasn't like
a little
windy,
breeze.
Windy.
Yeah.
Because man, -5 with a little bit of wind, that would have been really, actually, like you said, that would have been dangerous. Like really fast without much wind.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much. Oh yeah, can't wait for Wally. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, like we said, hopefully the cold weather holds for them.
Yeah. It's gonna be a blast. What about your game,
Oh, yeah.
Daniel? Though for last night, how'd you guys do?
It was a
Sunday
close
night,
game, but we lost.
You could play.
Yeah,
You played
it was a good
against
game.
my team, who was missing me though. I guess, right? So I
Mhm.
guess that's good. It's good for me, but not good for you. I guess. Good for my team. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
That doesn't bode well for your long-term stability on that franchise, Aaron.
Well,
That's the way I look at things.
Yeah. They have success when I'm not there, then they must not need me, right?
We had 10 last night,
Huh.
and then one guy like poked his head out into the locker room with like I think like the bulk of us were right about to like put our helmets on
10 is perfect.
and walk out, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah, 4 Ds, 6 forwards. That's what you want.
I know. It would have been perfect, but then we ended up doing 8 and 3. So
Well, and the worst part about that was he had told you that he wasn't going to be there.
yeah, and then he just
then-
randomly shows up.
Right
It's
as
like,
we're about
what?
to go on the ice, he pokes his head in the room. Everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I don't mind if somebody goes like 50-50 or like I may not. I'm fine, but like you say you won't, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then you show up.
Yeah, you're already
Sure,
counted
man.
out at that point.
Come on.
Stay home.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Stay home. Be a healthy scratch. Like go whatever. I'm just teasing. I don't really care, but I
Eat your
do care.
pocket sub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, your pocket sub.
this guy also. Get cleaned up, go outside, start drinking beers in the lot, and he usually takes a lot of time like to get ready to come outside. So he's last one out, and he walks over to the group, and he has a 6-inch sub in his hand, and we're like, "Where did you get that?" He's like, "I had it." Okay, yeah, but like. And he just housed it. It was great.
Pocket sub.
So that might be the new thing.
Just bring
That
in
might be the
food.
new thing is pocket subs. Yeah. just keep a sub
Put a
with you.
sub in
It's
your
like
jacket.
Napoleon Dynamite. Like, give me some of your tots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Except this time no one kicked him. Kicked his cargo, his camo cargo pants or whatever he was wearing. Yeah.
Well, and that did come up that Aaron, you would have been quick to point out that a cargo pocket would be a perfect place for pocket subs.
Absolutely. I mean, if you only had a 6-inch with cargo pockets, you could have had a full 12-inch, separated inside out one each side.
Dual wielding pocket subs.
Dual wielding. Yeah, you could go akimbo pocket subs.
You're one-handing 12 inchers? Oh my gosh.
No.
That's wild.
You get one a
Wild.
6-incher in each hand.
Just two fisting a whole sub at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's wild.
Oh man.
Reminds me kind of like GoldenEye growing up. If you were like dual wielding AKs. Oh my God, he's dual wielding ham and cheeses. Oh no! Watch out! Watch out!
Yep.
Shit.
So Beers in a Lot, I'm not sure the folks in Discord at least know about this, but Beers in a Lot hosted a concert in Baltimore last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Us plus actually the whole Wally team went to see Tool, as mid 30s to 40s year old guys will want to do, or go see Tool. And
It was a team building
it was
exercise.
a team building exercise. Yeah, we had Brando, previous guest of the pod, and member of the 2024 Wally team, and field reporter Ross was there with us too. So it was a great team building exercise. A little bite to eat at the ale house there right next door before the
Pratt
show.
Street Ale House.
Yeah, it was a good time. Great show. Can't go wrong. Got some
No, very good.
got
Very
some
good.
some remarks of of jealousy from Dave in Discord. But, yeah, it was a good show. It was good fun. Yep. Well, there you go. There's our Discord plug. If you're in the Discord, and you'll get you'll get early access to info like this. Insider info. What Beers and Lot Crew is up to.
Yeah, the guys went to a concert.
Neat.
Cool story, guys. Yeah.
I want to talk about the venue, though. The venue.
Yeah, let's.
There's some airing of
Well,
grievances.
I had a thought on that venue as well, but something else. Go ahead, Rix.
It was the old Baltimore Arena, right? We'll just call it the Baltimore Arena. We're not gonna talk about the named sponsor of the building or anything like that, because they're not paying us.
And no free ads here.
But it's the old Baltimore Arena where, American League has played there, different pro hockey, pro indoor soccer, like all kinds of shit's been there. And, if you're familiar with the AHL, like the Skipjacks used to be there back in the day, and that was a somewhat historic American League franchise.
Great logo.
But the building is quite old.
Yeah.
Okay. And the people who bought it, they put a lot of money into it. I thought the acoustics in there were great. Like everything sounded really, really good. The seating, obviously it's an older building, so things are a little wonky. But could they turn a fan on?
Right?
It was 1,000 degrees in there.
Way too hot.
And it was kind of chilly outside.
Yeah.
Because we had to stand outside to wait, for the ale house, right? And it was a little chilly out there. But it was 1,000 degrees in there.
Yeah, it was entirely too hot.
Yes. And also, the Pratt Street Ale House, I would also like to mention, I don't know if this is common for all the establishments in Baltimore, in the city, but they basically just set up a big tub of ice out in front of the restaurant with about 500 beers in it and a guy with a credit card reader, and they were just selling beers on the street, which
great.
I think is amazing.
That's the best way to wait.
Very smart.
We waited like 45 minutes for a table. Felt like nothing. It was great. We were just vibing on the street.
We're just hanging out on Pratt Street in downtown Baltimore, just drinking beers. Yep. Watching the traffic go by, the rush hour traffic. Like, oh my goodness.
I feel like there's a country song waiting to be written about that. Yeah.
Time out for just a second while we hear about our sponsors. We'll be right back. We know hockey games move fast, but with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, you can score faster than anything happening on the ice. This week, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app with code THPN. New customers bet just $5 on the NHL and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code THPN. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/hockey for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gambling resources. NHL and the NHL Shield are registered trademarks of the National Hockey League. Copyright NHL 2024. All rights reserved. Is it new year, new you for 2024? Pure Hockey has the best hockey equipment, accessories, and apparel on the market to take your game to the next level this year. Maybe you made resolutions to improve your puck handling or passing. Maybe it's time to ditch that old stick and start the year with a fresh twig. Maybe it's time to refresh your NHL wardrobe for the race to the playoffs. Pure Hockey has it all. Whether it's training aids, the latest sticks and skates, or your favorite team's gear, get your hockey shopping done at Pure Hockey and use our affiliate link at beersintheLot.com/purehockey.
No, my my thought on it when we were there, besides the fact it was a little like hot in that venue. I mean, geez.
A little.
Yeah. Would it kill him to like, like you said,
Open a
put
window.
fucking fan on?
Just turn
Yeah, open a
fan
window.
on.
Leave a few freezer doors open, something
Yeah,
like
right.
help us. But what I was thinking of like years and years ago, I mean, this may be 10 plus at this point, like the Caps had a preseason game. Why don't they have more preseason games there? They have the facilities.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like,
I don't know. So this is something I wanted to look up and I haven't done it yet, but I don't know if they still make ice there.
Oh,
yeah, I think that was the last time when the Caps were there. Forget what preseason.
Well, and
was.
it was recent because I know Leonsis is big on including the Baltimore market in, promotion of the team and everything.
Yeah.
So to the point where I think, Ovechkin's been up there a couple times to throw first pitch at Orioles games and all that kind of stuff. So, but I don't know if they make ice there anymore.
So they did it. 2011 was the last time.
Yeah.
But I mean, the way I look at it, like there are quite a few NHL teams that play preseason games here and there. Like I know the Pens have done it a few times in Johnstown and Wilkes-Barre, and then the Canadian teams go other places, obviously, because they have a little more NHL ready buildings, readily available in their area. But like, for the Caps to go play one preseason game in Baltimore, I mean, they could tie it in with an O's game or something. Or training camp for, the Ravens. I mean, I think it would be good just because, like, if you're on the DC or Northern Virginia side of things, like kind of where we're at, like you see a little more hockey presence. And like Baltimore, they have 2 rinks, I think. So like, there's still a good hockey presence there, and there's quite a few organizations out there. But like, it would be cool to just see.
There's more than 2, but yeah.
2? I'm thinking of 2, but yeah. I mean, I think it'd be cool. I mean, and also preseason, like a lot more organizations that generally don't go during the year because of the cost have access to preseason games. So, just my thoughts.
Yeah, grow the game. Play games wherever, anywhere you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not? I'm on board, John. Good idea.
Just, they're going to have to cool that building down.
Yeah.
Significantly.
There's no way.
Ice would not
no way
survive.
they're keeping ice in there.
Yeah.
There's no way.
And talk to the Zamboni guy from South Dakota. Get him to help him cool that building off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed with the venue, but I noticed that I did not need my earplugs, my ear things. I did not have ringing in my ears the next day.
Yeah, I don't either, actually.
You know why? Because the sound in there was good.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have to play it so loud. It could just be loud enough that everybody could hear it in the building.
Right.
And you get up the next day and you can actually hear what's going on around you.
I'll tell
I
you
think
what.
this is the first concert that I've been to that's been like that.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
I think
good.
I agree. And this might be one of the first concerts that I've been to. Well, no, okay, take that back. Been to a couple concerts since we started the podcast. But right? Yeah, I think I've been to something. Anyway, there was a point in the show where I realized that the lead singer's mic was like he was like a lull, and he came back to sing some more. I was like, oh, he's way too loud. And then I could tell that the sound guys adjusted his mic on the fly.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, maybe everybody notices that, but still, I'm super in tune with sound stuff lately, or since doing the podcast, and it's kind of I guess it's a thing. I don't know, but I was like, oh, that's cool. I actually took a picture of the soundboard, like the mixer.
Oh yeah, the big thing in the middle,
it's huge. It's
oh
so
my goodness.
Cool. Anyway,
did you count how many monitors they had down there? How many displays they had?
There was so much going on in that
right.
The sound pit.
God.
It's a phenomenal show for one. So I'm sure that what it takes to run that is just nuts.
Yeah, the lights and the visuals, and then the the extra like the extra like vocal sounds, like
Yeah,
everything that
right.
they do, like it's
Just
just a
amazing
huge
stuff.
production, right? Like
Right.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I noticed some sound stuff while the show was going on that I feel like I might not have noticed, a few years ago. But
I think so. I think so.
anyway, that was
think so.
kind of interesting. But yeah, I agree. The venue, maybe it was the venue, maybe it was the sound guys, maybe it was a little column A, column B. But yeah, my ears were fine the next day. I didn't feel like they were like ringing immediately after, even like it was really, really well done. It was like, yeah, it's loud. I want to be if I'm at a show, then it should be loud, but not so loud that I'm, getting permanent hearing damage and I know it sort of thing. Like I've already had that.
I hadn't been to a big arena show like that in many, many years. Like many years. Like I go to a lot of smaller like clubs and see bands and stuff. But like I hadn't seen a big arena show like that. So I was going in expecting like, oh my God, it's gonna be so loud. It's gonna sound like shit because we're inside. And then I'm gonna get up the next day and not be able to hear anything. Like but it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah. Good show. Highly recommend that tour.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
When was I there? I was there like late November to go see Kiss on their farewell 15th
they
farewell
probably
tour.
sounded like shit.
No, they actually sounded really good. But the one thing I liked about the arena, because I sat like more straightforward with the Kiss concert in like a really good area, I was actually like really pleased with the fact we had kind of seats off to the side a little bit, could still see very well. So the venue, in terms of concerts outside of the, humidity in the arena, it was totally fine. I liked it. So, I mean, also if you're on level 2, there's no bathrooms there. You have to go back to level 1 or up to the third level.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, that's another downside. But also, like we said, like older arena, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, man, it was fun. Do you have any as a concert goer, Riggs, especially as you get older and going to shows? Like, what are some advice? Any advice you want to, kind of throw out there?
So
mine is always pack as light as you can.
Yeah. So yeah, when you go in, because they're gonna do the metal detector anyway, so you got to empty your pockets and do all that jazz. So yeah, you want to be as light as you can for ingress and egress, and then and then actually to the audio level discussion, it is highly recommended that you buy some sort of like ear protection. Like they make these high fidelity like earplug things now where you're going to be able to hear everything, but it just reduces everything by 20 or 30 dBs, so you're not killing your hearing, which is important.
Absolutely.
So it, especially like if you're going to a smaller place with not as big of a production or a band. I go to a lot of like hardcore punk shows, so it's like a guy with a 4-track or 8-track mixer on the house PA, right? So it's super loud, and there's varying levels of quality depending on who the musicians are. So ear protection is super important for that kind of stuff, because you will over time you're going to kill your hearing. So
take it from
that's the biggest
from
thing.
Daniel and I. Daniel and I had subwoofers in our cars back in the day, and my right ear, which is the ear that is closest to the middle of my vehicle, has substantially less less range than my left ear, which often was facing an open window. It absolutely doesn't. Like, it's a thing.
Danny and I thought it was due to your wake up alarm playing that Blade song.
That didn't help.
700 decibel, and you're still asleep.
Confusion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that was my alarm wake up track.
Oh, yes. That's awesome. Oh,
And he slept through it.
It did the job.
He slept
no,
through
I
it.
didn't sleep through it. Not all 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
just the first 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, just the,
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I just wanted to hear the rest of it. It's
I
awesome.
just want to hear the rest of
Yeah.
it. Confusion.
Yeah.
He was vibing.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Wake up to a rave whenever I need to go to work.
Yep. Yeah. Danny, do you have any like concert advice or, anything of that nature?
Dress in layers so you can take some off to cool off.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Danny asked if I could like cut his sleeves off. He was at that point. Yeah.
Don't drink too much so you can remember most of the show.
Why's
Oh,
that,
man.
Daniel?
Because otherwise you might
Yeah.
you
may
might
jump
go to
a
the
wall.
wrong
Damn,
parking
Daniel.
deck.
Yeah, you may jump a wall
Yeah,
and end up in the
Daniel.
wrong parking deck.
Oh my gosh.
And then have to
That's
worry
great.
about crossing the
What-
street.
what-
I gotta tell this, all right?
Yeah.
What level are you on? What color is it?
Yeah.
Blue. It's
Are you on
supposed to be
level-
red. Or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's
tell
what
the
it was,
story.
though. It was like I said, "Are you on level 2?" And he said, "Yeah." Well, what color is the sign? He says, "Well, it's a 2 on a blue background." I said, "Dude, it needs to be a 2 on a red background. You're in the wrong deck." So then I like have to. I'm going over to the side of the deck, and then I see him on the street. And I can see him on the phone on the street, and he's like way over. He's
Just
over this other deck.
Walking through traffic.
And then-
shit.
And then I'm like, yeah,
Like
you need to
Frog?
come
Yeah.
over here. I like wave him down, and I said, come over to this deck or whatever. And he just completely ignores all posted signs and placards, traffic signals, and the like, and just walks into traffic.
Oh
And
my
he's
God.
like waving at cars as they're like stopping and honking at him. And he's like, hey, how's it going? Like he's big smile and just a friendly wave. Like, thanks for stopping
Danny's
for me.
full city life. Danny is full city life.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, it was hilarious. Just blatantly
Oh.
and unabashedly jaywalking. Just it was so
Yeah.
good.
Just
I will say,
having too much
I
fun.
walked up to the upper deck for the last 2 songs. Whole different view. Whole different
Oh, I'm
view
sure,
of the
yeah.
of the concert. Yeah.
Yeah, you took a couple pictures up there, and we probably did miss out a little bit on the ceiling part of the lasers and like light shows because
Yeah, 'cause we were
we
under
we were kind of far
concourse.
back
Yeah.
underneath under the top level or whatever, so we didn't get to see the ceiling so much. But I mean, the show is so insane. It's incredible. That Tool just puts on such an amazing visual show that if you can see the stage, you're getting an amazing show no matter what else you can see in addition to that. So it might have been a better view up there, but I mean, we still got an amazing show from our seats. So, but it would have been nice to see the whole thing. Obviously, see the ceiling stuff going on with all the lasers and everything. That would have been cool. Because you only got to see it for the last couple songs though, right, Daniel?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was great though. I have no complaints
No,
No.
none.
apart from the heat.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
Good
except I
times,
was
good times.
sweating my ass off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sweat my ass off. That was all.
How about those shitbag Islanders?
How about those? What the hell? What happened? Like, They just-
So
I saw only like the brief clip of like the end of the game, I guess, and it was what was
yeah,
it?
when
It
they
was
were
just
playing,
Bo Horvat?
they were playing Nashville on
Yeah, Nashville.
Saturday.
Correct. Yep.
They're down. They're down by 1. Nashville scored an empty netter, and there's like so many seconds left. It's like less than 5 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever, and they line up at center because the NHL has to play the full
Right.
60. Everyone except for a couple trainers and Bo Horvat stayed on the bench, minus the 5 guys that were on the ice and the goalie. Everyone else fucked off to the room
Weird.
in professional hockey.
That's really odd.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't think it's odd. I think it is disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. And good on Bo Horvat for staying, honestly.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like,
Makes you think a little bit though.
yeah, like what the fuck?
And even Lane Lambert left too.
Yeah.
Like
the
it was
whole
kind of
coaching
wild.
staff.
Like it was wild.
The whole coaching staff.
Yeah.
There's a screenshot of like the center ice face off and their bench. And I think there are like two, like an equipment guy and a trainer and Bo Horvat. Everyone else left.
Was
The whole coaching staff, everybody.
was it just like a normal game, or was there like some animosity during the game?
Don't know.
Was there anything that went on?
I don't know the context. I just saw there were a bunch of social media posts. Everybody's complaining about this, which
Right.
rightly
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit. I think it's disrespectful. It's unprofessional. Like, I don't care what you thought about the game or what happened. They're not going to shake hands anyway. It's a
Right.
regular season NHL game. So what the fuck does it matter?
10 seconds. Stay on
Right?
the bench.
Right?
Yeah.
Stay on the bench. You know, like I think I don't know. And because the only reason why you would do that is
It's to disrespect.
send a message.
Yeah.
Right? Is to be disrespectful.
Right.
Right. So no matter what happened in the game, you know, but
Yeah.
and
I
don't
that doesn't make any sense to me.
in
That they do that.
in professional
in pro hockey.
hockey.
In
pro
any
hockey.
pro sport.
Like, right.
I just think it's wild thinking of Bo Horvat last year with the Nucks. He had 31 goals before he got traded. Ended up with 7 the rest of the year.
Huh.
Mhm.
And if you look at what Vancouver is now, as we speak today, they're doing pretty damn
good, yeah.
well.
Pretty good.
So
I mean, they're getting goaltending, but they're pretty good.
yeah, goaltending helps
Demko's
big
showing
time.
up, yeah.
But the Islanders have good goaltending. They just historically don't score enough goals.
Right.
Which is still a
It's a
problem
problem.
because I'm pretty sure
You
you
need
win
to
a
score
hockey
some of
game by
those.
scoring more goals than the other team. Yeah, so I don't know.
Typically. Solid advice.
I read in a book once, scoring goals is
Ooh.
important in hockey.
Ooh,
It's a good book. Can I borrow that book?
that's a sick book.
I need to work on my game. Let me borrow that book.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this one. Thank you for your listen and for your support. We appreciate all of your likes and ratings and reviews and subscriptions on the various podcatchers. Keep them coming. We appreciate every single one of them. I know I speak for the rest of the guys when I say have a good one, and we'll catch you next week when our new episode drops on Wednesday. See ya.